Well, it's another Tuesday, so it must be time for trash talk because I'm
Trash.
sitting here in front of the dumpster and Brandon is sitting there waiting to dive in and looking for whatever he can get his hands on.
It looks
So,
pretty loaded out there. So
yeah, and you know what? Every week that trash dumpster is filled about the same amount. I don't,
they're not doing their job. They're not
you
doing
know,
their job.
yeah, and by the way, if anybody's looking for a couch, there's one right over there, it's available.
It's nice. It's
Yeah.
missing a cushion, but it'll work.
Yeah, well, you can go over to Home Depot or something and pick up a nice complimentary cushion. Maybe
Yeah,
something with stripes to give it a little
right.
flair. Yeah, there's a couple of pieces. It looks like there's a nightstand nightstand back there in wicker. It's missing a leg, but you can get a cinder block to put underneath it.
Yeah, who needs it?
Yeah, just think back to your college days.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yes.
Back in college, we actually had a couch. I remember in college that was missing a leg, and we did use that. We used the cinder block because it seemed to be just the right height.
It's like your first apartment. You find whatever you can find. You know.
Yeah, and then when you graduated from college, you put an ad in the newspaper saying "couch for sale." Buy the couch, we'll throw in a cinder block. So,
Oh
amazing.
man.
So, how you been since last week?
Pretty good. Busy. Busy as always. Running around, working on stuff like you are. And then this morning. I didn't get much sleep last night. Not that that's a shocker, but I got up this morning, did my run, all that. I was like, I got to go get gas. I got to do a couple things before I can, meet up and do this trash talk. So I went to the gas station to get trash or to get trash, to get
Yeah,
gas.
trash.
That's what I do at the gas station. I
Yeah,
just
you
pick
can
out
get
the
that
trash.
too.
And I'm paying at the pump. And I go to this particular gas station. I'm not going to throw them under the bus. Well, not completely. And I went to this gas station because they have the little app. They have the option on the outside to do Apple Pay or scan your card, so you don't have to swipe your card.
Right.
I don't know why. I just like it. It makes me feel good. I can just scan it, hold my phone up to there, and I don't know why.
It
But
takes so little to please you.
it does. It's the little things in life. So, and that's the only reason I go to this gas station. So I did it. I'm pumping the gas. It's a nice day outside. I mean, it's going to be a little warm today, but whatever. And I finish, and it says, you want a car wash? Would you like your receipt? I said, yes, I want a receipt. No to the car wash. So I hear the little motor in the receipt printer printing, going, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and it's going, and no receipt. And then the thing pops up on the screen and says, please see attendant inside for your receipt. And I'm sitting here like, the whole reason I got gas outside is so I don't have to walk inside and see the attendant for my receipt. Why do I want to walk inside? Now I got to put my mask on. I got
Right.
to walk inside. And now I'm going to be late for trash talk,
Yeah, the whole reason that you used the outside pump and pumped it yourself and all was for the convenience of pull up, fill up, get your receipt on.
Yes.
So now what happens when you have to go see the attendant for your receipt?
It's a mess. So, you get your mask on, you walk inside, and it's morning. So those mornings are always busier than any
Right.
other time because people are getting their coffee, they're getting their donuts, they get whatever, cigarettes, lotto tickets. And that's exactly what happened. I'm walking inside and you're social distancing, you're spaced apart. So I'm getting in line, busy time of the day. There's only one person at the register. There's two other registers, but there's one person. I
Right.
have no idea where the other people are. I hear some
They're on a
guy.
coffee break.
Yeah, probably. Um, or they're getting gas somewhere else, but
Yeah. Where they do have receipts.
where they have receipts. And I'm standing in line behind everybody. And this is not a quick process. This is somewhat, the three guys in front of me is getting a lotto ticket and doesn't know which scratch off to get. So he's talking to the attendant about the different games. And I'm sitting here like, it's a scratch off. Dude, you're going to lose anyway. Just,
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be someplace, or could you maybe 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 the attendant says, is there anybody that's in line just to get their receipt? Take care of those people first, or the guy that just got his hot coffee and now it's getting cooler and cooler and cooler each time
Right.
6 feet forward to get to the next position to be social distance.
There's 5 people in line, but the line's wrapped around the building because of social distancing.
Yeah, because of social distancing.
And it's a maze. So I'm getting my workout in while I'm walking through this line, like I'm at Disneyland to get my receipt that I should have got outside. And so I get there, I finally get up to the counter, and it's minutes. I mean, it seems like hours, but it's minutes. It's still a long time. Hey, I'm just here to get my receipt, pump 12. There's no paper in there. And she looks at me and she goes, what do you mean you need your receipt? I'm sitting there like, I felt like it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes.
I paid my
the next question is, which pump were you on?
Right.
I'm that car over there. I need the pump number. So now you got to get out of line to go find the pump number to come back to get your receipt. And wouldn't you know it, once you get up to the counter in order to get your receipt, now the other two dudes that were sitting in the back, their coffee break is over. Now they come out to man register number 2 and number 3. And you're the last person in line.
There's nobody in the place. It's just me.
Yeah, that's right.
But so she's looking at me going receipt, and I'm telling her, look, I put 20 on this, and she's like, okay, hold on. Like it's some weird process to just print up, and then she gives it to me, and she's like, anything else? I'm like, no, thank you. And she proceeds to try to sell me something.
Yeah.
Well, we're offering, I just got gas. Like there's no other items.
Yes. Here, and by the way, pump number 4 is out of paper to print the receipts. And she looks at you like, well, what do you want me to do? Leave my register to go out and put more paper in the pump?
So you made it take a half hour now.
Yes.
You're trying to sell me something I don't want, and you still didn't put paper in the pump.
Yes.
It's not like I didn't see one of the other guys walk out there and put paper in the pump.
Yes. Or thank you very much. And they take a little clipboard and they write on there, pump number 4 needs paper. And they put the clipboard down, and that's for the manager who's going to come in at about 9 o'clock tonight. So,
I guarantee you.
Yeah, well, everybody else is standing in line all day waiting to get their receipt.
I guarantee you, if I go back, there's no receipt in there. There's no receipt.
That's right. Or what you do is now you're going to go to pump number 8 because pump number 4 is out of paper. And now it's like it's its own lottery. You're trying to go to find a pump that still has paper in it to print out the receipt.
Well, the thing is, too, like, I've managed many places in my life, and you have checklists of things. That should be on, like, your, I don't know what time of the day because I don't work at a gas station, but I would assume per shift you check and just do a quick walk around. Okay, let me check, 2 minutes and you're done, and then go back inside with the rest of your day. But apparently that's not part of the process, and
that's right. Yeah. Or you decide before you go stand in line to get your receipt, I think I'll go over and get a cup of coffee. And you go over and the pot's empty. So now you want to let them know that the coffee pot is empty too. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Leave my register to go start another pot of coffee and replace the ribbon in the pump?
You're giving me too much work here, guys.
Yeah. Hey, look, man. I'm getting $8.50 an hour. What do you want from me?
And I get it. Like I understand. And that's why I'm not so harsh about it. In my head, I'm saying a lot, but I'm not so harsh about it because this girl, there's this guy. They may have been the only ones there. It may have been Bob's job, and Bob was in the back eating the Kit Kat and just decided not to. So I don't want to shoot the mess. Shoot them, but in the same sense, when I get the response of, yeah, and I'm like, okay.
He's done the job.
And I guess if we're talking about receipts, I'm a receipt guy. I know that you can budget you got your records on your credit card and all that, but I like to have the receipt. I've got my own separate budget thing I input in, and also I do things with the receipts. There's a lot of different programs out there where you get money back. So I like to save the receipt. When I go to a place and they never offer me the receipt, they just grab it and throw it away. Like, I've gone to a fast food place and I get something, me and Luke are out, we're driving around, let's get some fries. And I go through and I'm like, hey, can I get my receipt? And they're like, oh, you want it? Like,
yeah,
yes.
Hey, Charlie, I found one.
Right.
I found a guy that wants a receipt.
They've literally looked at me and have grabbed it and thrown it away. And I'm like, dude, can I have my receipt? And he's like, oh, why do you want it? I'm like, well, why'd you throw it away? Don't ask me.
Yeah. Now, then there's the other side of that story. You ever shop in CVS?
Oh, geez.
You go into CVS and you buy a candy bar, and you hand them a buck, $2 or something. And they give you your change, and then they print out your receipt. And your receipt is 4.5 feet long because it shows your receipt for your $1.25 candy bar, but now you get $2 off of hand cream, and you get something off of this, and it's got coupon after coupon after coupon. And there's enough paper there for the receipt for your candy bar to plant a small tree someplace. Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
And I don't get it because, so if I buy a candy bar or medicine from CVS and you use your CVS card to get whatever discount allegedly that you get, and they print up, it's more pages than the Bible. And you're looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, there's coupons on here. It's got to be for something similar that I just bought. No.
Yeah. No, it's $2 off a nail clipper.
Yeah, it's $1.50 off new eyeshadow or something that I don't need unless it's Halloween, I guess.
Yes.
And
buy one jar of aspirin or something, get one for 50% off. And it's only good on the 500 tablet size.
Right. Like 1,000 aspirin here,
Yes.
And the problem is, I know this every time I go to CVS. I know I should just not even look at the receipt, but I do. I always scan for coupons and they're never worth anything. And then I have this pile of paper here that I use to start fires when we go camping. So.
Right. Or there is really a good one that's in there, but it's expires tomorrow, which means, you got to come back tomorrow to use that one receipt.
I know. I don't know. And I know that people made jokes about this for forever. There's no explanation. CVS has to go through so much thermal paper. I can't even imagine it, because you go to like Walgreens, it's not like that. Or you go to Walmart. Walmart prints things so small, their receipt's like this big.
Yeah. And I can guarantee you that if it's CVS, they print out your receipt and all of a sudden that machine runs out of paper, unlike the gas station pump, man, they got a new roll of paper in that machine within 30 seconds.
Yep. There's a secret alarm that goes off when that paper's out and it's filled, and it'll continue printing the 50 sheets of your receipt.
That's right, because they got to push that mascara.
They got to get it. They got to get that product out. Yeah, receipts are big, and another thing with receipts for me anyway, and this might just be me, and I've questioned myself about this, is I've gone to Starbucks or I threw it out the window. Sorry, Starbucks. But I go there and I get a cup of coffee or whatever. I know what the total is, but now they don't print it on the screen. And sometimes they, certain places do specials. So if you order something, I know I'm going to just give you my card. Occasionally I have cash I might want to pay, but they're like, oh, I'll have your total for you up front. And I'm like, you have a screen right here. Why is the total not on the screen? What if I want to pay cash? Now I got to ask you, why can't you just tell me how much something is?
Yes. Or you got $7 in your hand and the total is $7.03.
Yes. And I'm like, I just hand him the plastic or my phone. Here you go.
Yeah. You're giving us a credit card for a $7 purchase?
I'm like, hey, look, you have 3 cents? Because we're in a change shortage. So
This one, you mentioned something earlier too about standing in line to get your receipt, and the people in front of you are waiting for lottery tickets. I've always been bummed out about whatever happens to all those millions of dollars of lottery money that they collect every week. I mean, sometimes that Powerball is up to $300 million, and they're selling tickets at 1,000 tickets a minute. And wasn't that money supposed to go to help the schools and to
Oh,
the potholes on the roadways? And where is the money going?
allegedly, it goes to help the schools. My
Yeah.
question is, if it goes to help the schools, why are they hiking up taxes? And why are we voting on more money for the schools? And why do teachers got to buy their own supplies?
Yes, and add to that the fact that the schools are closed.
Right? Don't they? Aren't we saving money because kids
Yes. So
kids
should
aren't
we
really
be
going?
giving that back in lottery winnings to people, maybe?
I want to put a proposal out there that they take the lottery money, I mean, obviously help the schools if they need it, but if they don't, and just pay off our tolls on the toll tag, because for some reason the tolls are supposed to be gone once those roads were paid off, and why we still have tolls?
That's right. And why do we still have potholes on the roadways?
And why are you asking for more money to expand the road I don't know. But you know what? I will say this about the toll tag. I will say this. At least I get a receipt in the mail every month from my toll tag company. So,
Right. And that receipt is never out of paper.
it's never out of
They,
paper.
they always send it to you.
And they'll send it multiple times. Trust me.
Right. I
Oh,
guess the
geez.
moral of this story is that if you go and fill up your gas at the gas station and it doesn't spit out a receipt, forget about it.
Forget it.
Just go on, because if you use your credit card, it's going to appear on your credit card statement.
It is. Don't be me. There's some battles you got to let go, and don't be stubborn like me and walk in there and get frustrated. Just leave the situation. Come on back to your computer, your phone, your tablet, and turn on Trash Talk and just relax.
That's right. And another good tip from both Brandon and myself, and that is, before you get in your car today, check your gas gauge to see if you need gas.
That's true. And if it's short, if it's low, just fill it, because don't do I'm going to do it later. Don't.
Exactly. All right, take care, y'all, and come back and see us again next Tuesday.
See
Bye.
you guys.